they gave me fentanyl. And at first I was like, what? Like, people are overdosing. People are overdosing on this fentanyl. And that's what y'all gonna give me, and I'm... Hey y'all, back with another YouTube video. This one is gonna be about my labor and delivery story. This is my daughter right here. Her name's Journey. She was 4 pounds 8 ounces when she was born, and 17.2 inches. I had her on the 11th of November, so 11/11. So we're gonna get right into it. So I got my little notes right here, step by step, you know, play by play. I was induced at 37 weeks because she was really small. That's, you know, why she was born 4 pounds 8 ounces, because she was small. Like, when I got around 20 weeks and they did the anatomy scan, they saw that she was just really small. So from that point, from like August to my delivery, I had to go to a specialist twice every week to check on her weight and her fluid, heartbeat, all of that. So on the 10th of November, I went into the hospital. They scheduled me to go in at 8, but when I called to go in, it wasn't any beds ready for me, so I had to go into at about 9. So I went to the hospital at 9 on the 10th, and I had to wait like 2 hours for the doctor to come check on me and get me started. So that took a long time. My mama and her father went to the hospital with me, so we were just sitting there talking. It was cool. I was real nervous. I kept having to pee. I had diarrhea. It was terrible. The doctor came in. They said they were going to get me started on the process. So they gave me some Cervidil. Basically, it's like a little insert that they put in you to try to get your cervix open, because my cervix was still closed. So they gave me the Cervidil. It's really small. Like, I would say, like, it's real small. I thought it was going to hurt, but it didn't hurt at all. But it started my contractions and I was cramping. At first, it kind of started to feel like I was on my period, but then it got more intense, and I had to keep that in for 12 hours. So I got that at like 12 on the 10th, and I had it in until 12 on the 11th. So I had it all the way until the next day, and by 12 that next day, the cramps were intense. Well, no, they weren't cramps. I thought they were cramps, but they were actually contractions, and I didn't realize it. But they were so bad. I was in the bed hurting, like, it was terrible. Her dad was there. He was asleep, trying to get some rest and stuff. So also, when they came in this day, I was like, can I get some food? Because I was hungry. Like, I hadn't ate nothing since 8 the other day. So they said I could only have liquid. I was on a liquid diet. I couldn't have any solid food. So they gave me like chicken soup, chicken broth, apple juice, Jello, and a little ice cream thing. You know, they used to give at lunch, like the little freeze thing in a little cup. It was good. That was good. But I ate the Jello. It was good. Like, I scarfed it up, ate it. Like, it was good. And then I threw it up. And I was telling her dad, I was like, get the trash can. I feel like I'm finna throw up. He was moving slow because he was sleepy. And then I threw up on the gown I had on the bed, like the hospital bed. I threw up on the floor. And it was Jello. Like, it hadn't even digested yet. So it was like, you could see it. Like, it was the little pieces of Jello. Like, it was bad. They had to give me some new sheets, new gown. They had to, they cleaned it up. But then they ended up giving me some, like, some things I could smell, like some ginger things. I think she said it was like aromatherapy or something, but they said it helped when I was just up. That helped. My doctor, my actual doctor, came in there, and she told me I could eat solid foods. It was like about 1 o'clock, so I got me some Chick-fil-A. But after that, that's when they really had to get me going, because they checked my cervix at like 1 something, and they saw that it was still closed. So they had to go through another method to try to get it open. And when they checked my cervix, y'all, 2 people had to check it. The first lady did terrible. Like, it hurt so bad. I'm still traumatized. So when my doctor checked it though, she good. She kind of, I guess she got long fingers or something. It didn't hurt, but the other lady, it felt like she stuck her whole hand up there. Like after I got done eating, they came back and they had to give me like this balloon thing. It was like 2 balloons that they put inside me. Oh my God, her head is just... Hey, I ain't even see it. But they had to, it was like these 2 balloons. I think I'm gonna put her down. Wait a minute. 2 balloons like this. And then there was something, I think, holding them together. They had to put that in me because the balloons like expanded and induced my contractions or caused my contractions or whatever. So they had to stick that all the way up there, y'all. And so basically, and then it had like a long little like, it had like a long tube that was hanging from it. So I had to have that in until I started getting more contractions, till I started dilating and my cervix was open. But I kept it in for hours to like 6 hours to like 6. And y'all, I was in so much pain. Like imagine, they gotta stick 2 things this big in a long tube up you. It was the worst experience of my life. Hands down. I didn't even want to push her out at that point. I was like, let's just keep the baby in because I don't even want to go through it nowhere. But when I went to the bathroom, like it was really uncomfortable because I just had I had 2 big balls in my, up there. Who wanted it? It was just so bad. Like it was so bad, y'all. Just thinking about it, I'm mad because I was in so much pain. But look, this is what I did. So, y'all watching this video, if you in labor and you in a lot of pain, you need to tell them you need some pain relief or whatever. I was looking at stuff. I saw on TikTok you can get like yeah.
Yo, you got twin cookies?
I got a cookie now. I saw on TikTok you can get like Benadryl or something, but they gave me Fentanyl. They gave me Fentanyl. So I was like, what? Like, people are overdosing. People are overdosing on this Fentanyl. And that's what y'all gonna give me in labor? That's what they gave me though, y'all. They shot it in my IV. But I ain't even gonna come out of the bathroom. I was just stuck on the toilet because I was in so much pain. But they shot it in my IV. I was feeling so good. Like, instantly, they shot it up and I felt it. And I inserted a video of how I looked after Fentanyl. Because I was feeling like, I was just feeling too good. I had the effects of that till like 6. I probably got it at like 3. Because I was going to get the epidural, but I was scared to get it. Because I was like, go back, gotta be like that. And I was like, damn, I might get paralyzed because I couldn't get my back right. And it was on me about that. I see why people shoot up drugs. And I see why people take Fentanyl because it is so good. It is so good too. I had the Fentanyl, I was feeling good. The doctor came back and checked me at like 6. She pulled out the balloons and then she checked my cervix. But she didn't know that I didn't get the epidural. So she just went up there all aggressive and hard. And she was like, you can feel this? I was like, yeah, like, cause I was like moving, like, this shit hurt. And she was like, you can feel this? I was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh my God, I thought you had got the epidural, like, my bad. It was like a good laugh for her, cause she really thought I had the epidural, and she was like, why is this hurting you? It shouldn't even be hurting, you shouldn't feel it. I felt all of it. And next, they upped up Pitocin in my IV, and I also had penicillin in my IV too. Antibiotic. After they checked me, right, I ended up being 7 centimeters dilated, and I didn't even know it. I wasn't in any pain at all. The Fentanyl had me feeling good, y'all. So if you in labor, get the Fentanyl. I'm telling you, get the Fentanyl. You won't feel it. I really feel like because I was 7 centimeters and I was feeling good, like sleeping. So I feel like if you get the Fentanyl, you could really not get the epidural and be good and pushed out the baby. Like, I wanted to just go natural, but then my family was like, nah, you need to get it because you're going to be in pain by the time you get to 10. After that, I was like, let me just go ahead and get the epidural. So I got it. It was real smooth, but it didn't hurt at all. It didn't hurt at all. It was real smooth. So I got that. They numbed me. I couldn't feel my legs. And then they gave me the catheter. After that, it was smooth sailing. This was probably like maybe 7 or 8. My water broke and I could feel it coming out. And then I got the catheter, and I guess I was peeing a lot, but you can't even feel yourself peeing like that. Plus I was numb from the epidural, so I didn't feel anything down there. But I could feel more pressure because she was coming down more, and the contractions started to get like closer together. They ended up giving me like a peanut shaped ball, you know, like those yoga balls, something like that, but it was probably like this big. So they gave me that to put in between my ankles down there, just to help bring her down, I guess. But it helped. And so as soon as I came back at like 10 maybe, and they said, you ready to go, we finna go ahead and get her out. I was like, what? Y'all, it was so fast. I'm telling you, like, I was probably in labor. I guess I was in labor almost a whole day. My doctor was like, you ready to go, we finna get her out now. All the nurses came in there, they was moving fast. Yeah, I got so scared. Craziest experience in my life. So I pushed her out. She was 4'8", so she was really small. I pushed her out in like 3 pushes. When you pushing, it just feel like you constipating and you really gotta get it out. Like, they like push. Like, I was really pushing like I had some stuff to let out. And she came out in like 3 pushes, so it was really smooth, easy. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel a thing because the epidural was so good. So I would recommend it. But if you really feel like you can go natural, I would say just go natural. Because, I mean, I don't have any back pain, but I know that some people do experience back pain when they get the epidural. So if you can go natural, just go natural. Like, yeah, so I felt the head come out, it like popped out. And then they put out all the rest of her body, and it felt so weird. Like, I got one video that I'm not putting in here, but her dad was just so like in shock that he didn't take any videos. He was supposed to record it, but he said like some green stuff shot out. I don't know what that was. He had to press on me to get the placenta out, pull out the umbilical cord. You feel all of that coming out. It's weird. And then get out the placenta and all of that. And make sure she was okay. And they press on it to get the blood out, but you don't even feel it because at that point, like, you have your baby in your arms. You're not thinking about them pressing on your stomach hard as, you know what. You're not thinking about that. You just like, I got my baby. When she came out, like, I was telling my folks, I was like, I feel like when I have her, I'm gonna wanna drop her and run out the room screaming. But I didn't do that. I didn't do it. I started crying like instantly. As soon as I heard her cry and I saw her, I started crying instantly because it's like crazy. Like, a person you had for 9 months, you see them and they crying. Now when she cried, I don't cry because it's not the same. We stayed in the hospital for like 3 days. We left on the 3rd day. We had some long nights because she had to be monitored because she was really small, but she didn't have to go to the NICU because her blood sugar was good every time they checked it, and her temperature was always good, so she didn't have to go to the NICU. She just stayed in there with us. It was a cool experience, but overall, people there were really nice. They really treated me like with so much kindness, and I really appreciate it. They even sent me a card after I had her, and it's like a nice card, and I'm like, y'all is so nice. Like, I ain't never had people be so nice to me like that in my life. Like, it was so nice. I always come in there asking what I need, giving me drinks, food, like talking to me. So I really wish that everybody could have that experience, but I know that some people just aren't like that. And it's really sad because having a baby is a lot on your mind, your body. So like, having a baby is a lot. And you don't really understand that until you go through it. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all I wanted her to just stay in, I didn't even want to push her out. I didn't even want to push her out, y'all. That's how much pain I was in. And that's crazy because, like, oh God, if they gave me an option, I would have been like, yeah, we're going to keep her in. I'm telling you, like, yeah, so if anybody is watching this video and they're pregnant or they're going to get induced, I would say just get your mind ready because you're going to be in a lot of pain. You're going to be in a lot of pain. But take the fentanyl, okay? Take the fentanyl. You're not, well, if you got an addiction problem, don't take the fentanyl, okay? Go natural. But take the fentanyl if you in pain, and then you're gonna be feeling great, okay? People be talking about the smell after, but I didn't have no smell, so I don't know what y'all be talking about. I'm a first-time mom. I'm 20 years old, freshly 22, because when I turned 20 in September, so I turned 20 when I was pregnant. I'm new to this, but I'm true to this. You get me? So yeah, to any mothers, to single moms, y'all are strong, okay? Stay strong. To all the women that's pregnant, to every mother, to every expecting mom, to every woman, y'all stay strong. We strong. Stay strong. Don't let no man tell you nothing different because he's, you know. Stay strong. So this is the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
What am I missing? Say it like you gain more from a sugar daddy or a drug dealer. Say it like you gain more from a